Okay, councilors and staff, ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Oakdale City Council, the regular meeting, February 23rd, 2021. Sue, would you take roll, please? Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here. Please join me now in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, in our packet, the first action tonight was the approval of two sets of minutes. One was from the workshop, City Council workshop, January 12th, and the next was the regular meeting of the City Council on January 26th. After review of the workshop meeting minutes on January 12th, were there any clarifications or questions or discussion? We have a motion then, please.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion, the second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those meeting minutes are approved as presented. The second set dealt with our regular meeting on January 26th. After review, were there any clarifications or discussion? Could I have a motion then, please?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and the second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those meeting minutes are approved as presented. Next up on the agenda is the time for open forum. Open forum is where anybody that wants to comment on anything that's not on the agenda can certainly do so, and we appreciate it. So tonight we have potential for people joining us by Zoom, and the Zoom instructions are on our website. You can join in, and Alyssa McLeod, our communication specialist, is moderating our meeting tonight, and we'll just wait a couple of minutes here to see if anybody wants to join and comment. Otherwise, councilors, if it's okay, I'm going to bring back at the end of this meeting just a chance for anybody that might be joining us late through Zoom the opportunity to comment on anything that's not on the agenda. So I think we're going to move forward then. We have consensus motions A through C. Councilors, do you want to pull any of those off? Could I have a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to approve consensus motions A through C as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's debate on the second, but there's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those motions are approved as presented. Tonight we have two public hearings. One is for the Lucky Guys Distillery, and this is an off-sale micro distillery license. Let me get caught up here. And Chelsea, can you take us through this, please? Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. Before you this evening, we have an off-sale liquor license request from Lucky Guys Distillery. You did just approve the code amendment to allow for micro distilleries to be in the city of Oakdale, so this would be our very first one if approved tonight. It would be located at 3510 Hopkins Place. It's up in the Forefront development. Our staff has been working with the owners for quite a long time to get the code update in place and to get the parameters in place so that they could operate. So this would be an off-sale license, so people would be able to come into the store, purchase it, and take it home. It wouldn't be for sitting and consuming on site. So this, as it stands before you, it is subject to final background check by the Oakdale Police Department. Just late this afternoon, we did get confirmation that everything came back favorable. So we're in good shape there. So I could stand for any questions. It doesn't appear as though anyone is joining us on Zoom, but Melissa would be able to see additional people if they were. So I would stand for questions and ask that public hearing be opened.
Thank you, Chelsea. First questions from councilors for Chelsea. Anything?
No.
Okay, so I will now open the public hearing to comments from the audience. Nobody here, but possibly on Zoom. And anybody that would like to comment, let Alyssa McLeod know, raising her hand or some other action. Okay,
Can we take out the part about contingent on background, because that came in today?
I think we'll still keep that,
Okay,
Counselor, because we don't have the formal
okay, I'm sorry.
notification from the police. But we should feel better
Okay.
about keeping it as a
Sure.
contingent
Correct.
with the
Sure.
new.
That makes sense. Okay, sorry about that.
So I'm going to close the public hearing. I'll bring it back to the council. And I will, if there's any questions, great, let's have them. Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion. Could I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of an off-sale. Jim, did you raise your hand there?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I heard him clearing his throat too.
I thought you were interrupting me. I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of an off-sale micro distillery license to Trace Lucky LLC, doing business as Lucky Guys Distillery, located at 3510 Hopkins Place, contingent on background clearance from the police department.
There's a motion. Is there a second? Second. There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes as presented. Thank you. The next up on the public hearings tonight is a Oak Marsh Golf Course. There is a corporation change, a name change for the on-sale intoxicating and special Sunday liquor licenses. Ms. Peterson, will you take us through that too, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Again, the golf course is located at 526 Inwood Avenue. They are just changing names of the corporation, so there are no changes to the principal members on the license. But the way that our licenses read, anytime there is a change, we do need to update that process. So that's why we're here tonight. They have held these licenses for a number of years now. And as you've seen, there's been a lot of liquor license updates, or liquor licenses going through because it is update season. So lots of background checks. So this one, again, is contingent on final clearance from the police department. But again, I mentioned that there's no new owners, no changes there. So we don't have any reason to suspect that they would have any problems, but this is contingent on that as well.
Councilors, got any questions for Chelsea? And I will open it up for the public hearing and to hear comments from the audience or people joining us by Zoom. Alyssa, have you noticed anybody wanting to participate?
There is
So we have 2 more minutes here. It'd be nice to get these done though, especially having the distillery. Okay, let's close the public hearing then and bring it back up front. Councilors, do you have any final questions for Chelsea? Can I have a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a non-sale intoxicating and special Sunday liquor license to Oak Marsh LLC, doing business as Oak Marsh Golf Course, located at 526 Inwood Ave, contingent upon background clearance from the police department.
Thank you. So we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion passes as presented. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chelsea. Next up on our agenda is dealing with a couple of board and commission meetings minutes. And have a chance for any council liaison updates also. But first, we have the planning commission minutes from January 7th. Upon review, were there any corrections or discussion? And we will accept those as presented. We also have meeting minutes of the Oakdale Tree Board from September 15th, 2020. Upon review, were there any questions or corrections? And we will accept those as presented too. For the council liaison updates, I'll just start down on my right. With Council Member Ingebrigtsen, were you involved in any commission meetings?
At the Parks and Recs meeting, really the main update was on the ice rink at Walton Park. It appears as though our major investment paid off. The ice has been exponentially better. Sounds like everybody's really happy with it. So that's really the main thing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Councilmember Swedberg, do you have any commission meetings?
Yeah, we had one for the EDC. At the next meeting we're having in March, we're going to be going over the business plan for Oakdale. So at the request of the new chair.
Very good. I think that's Mark Landis.
Yes,
Chair Landis.
right.
I had one meeting with the tree board that was on January 19th. the four things we talked about. The notion about getting assistance from our buckthorn management program by getting grazing goats in difficult places. So there's some solicitation of presentation coming, so we're going to get more information. We also have discussion about the Arbor Day and the desire to move forward with that and to do it in a socially distancing manner, but still getting it done so we don't go another year without having that. And there were discussion also on the tree truck program, then also membership clarification. Did you participate, Susie, in any commissions?
In the planning commission, we just had the one ordinance we discussed, or they discussed, excuse me, about updating the signage. So we'll be talking about that next council workshop or council meeting.
Councilor Zabel.
Nothing from the EMC.
Next up on the agenda then would be time with the city attorney. Mr. Thompson, good evening.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, nothing specific to what.
Councilors, anything for Jim? Very good, thank you. Next up would be a time with the city administrator report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, City Council. I just have two items. The first one is a discussion we had at a workshop in earlier February about updating the policy for the business COVID recovery or business recovery loan program to add a forgivable loan up to $1,000 for businesses that were affected by the executive orders where they had to close for a certain amount of time. There's some caveats. They still need to be in business and operating, et cetera. But there's a potential 65. I'm looking at the list and it might be down even, well, it is down less than that right now. So it's up to 65. We expect it'll cost about $58,000. We've identified where the funds will come from. So I'm just looking for a motion to waive the reading and adopt the amended policy for the business loan recovery program.
Very good, thank you, Chris. Councilors, anything for Chris? Council member Zabel.
Chris, where are the funds coming from?
They're coming from reserves.
Anything else? Could I have a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to waive reading and adopt EPD 027 COVID Recovery Business Loans Program as amended to create a $1,000 forgivable loan option and budget $58,000 for this program from 2020 reserves resulting from salary savings.
So we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That program, that motion passes as presented. That's a cool program. Chris, you had one more on there, I think.
I did. The next one is a technical change to the IBEW union contract between that and the city of Oakdale. It's a memorandum of agreement to fix a typo that was in the original agreement. So I'd ask for your approval of that.
Thank you. Councilors, any questions for Chris? Could I have a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to approve memorandum of agreement between the city of Oakdale and International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, local number 110.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes as presented. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Next up is council presentations. Maybe I'll start on my left if that's okay. Councilor Zabel, do you have anything?
Nothing.
Anyone?
Nope.
Sue? I also don't have anything. Councilor
The indoor market, I went last weekend. It was really nice and I got to see people and I bought some from some of my favorite vendors. So I was very happy last weekend. So thanks to everyone doing the hard work and making that happen.
Very good, thank you. Jake?
Nothing.
Okay. Finally, on our agenda tonight are the claims. Before us, we have claim roster from February 6th, 2021 through February 19th, 21, in the amount of $726,499.92. Upon review, were there any questions or things that you wanted to give more information on? Could I have a motion then, please?
Motion to approve claims is presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the claims are approved as presented. Can I have a motion to adjourn then, please?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Opposed? And the meeting is adjourned. Thank you and good night.